Sorry to the Twitch to the Twitch viewers. I had no idea that the audio wasn't working. So we're gonna get this audio going now for you guys.
Well, either way, I'm going to stay here and prepare
Okay.
to... Wait, can I go into Haynar's space? I can't wait there, can I?
You'd have to. He said you'd have to try and
You'd
shove
have to be
me.
on
Yeah.
shove him or climb onto his shoulders, and Haydar would have to be willing to let that happen.
Haynar, let me climb onto your shoulders.
If you got an idea, do it.
Aye! And then I climb up to his shoulders and ready my stick, and I prepare an attack.
All right.
That's the only thing I got.
All right. So hang on, just to be clear about this, Tarina, you've now climbed onto Haynar's shoulders. Is that right?
Fuck yeah, this guy's stocky.
Okay, so Twitch chat, thank you for telling me, Dak, that we have been missing our audio. I'm going to fill you in what you missed out so far. At the end of the last session, the dragon had just unleashed a cone of cold on our party, slightly in a sneaky way, and then got recharged at the very beginning of this session. And not so Haynar had already fallen from last session, and Jetta and Tarina had also fallen. Bob, with an incredibly wise use of his chalice starry form, was able to bring everybody back up. They've all been spending the past couple of rounds basically doing nothing but holding a door shut and healing themselves. But it was really close. Haynar was down 2 death saves.
I was only
Tarina
down
and
1.
were you only down 1? Okay.
Yeah.
Then good, but there was a bit down, and it was pretty sketchy there for a few moments. All my technology has decided that it's going to have its own little conniption, and so I apologize to everybody out there. We'll bring Bob will be back here in just a couple moments too. In any case, Tarina's now climbed onto Haynar's shoulders. Haynar, it is now your turn. You now have a...
Okay.
You now have an elf on your back.
Well, he's going to fall pretty quickly, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit here, and that's when he gets a grin on his face and thinks of a good idea. I'm going to first move over here. If it knocks him prone, it knocks him prone. And I'm going to use my second charge of Giant's Might, because I added 1 more charge on it.
All right, so
basically become.
So, are you? How did you get to that spot again? Sorry.
All I did was literally slip out from underneath him, because he's using me as leverage, so it's just easy for me to basically slip out from underneath him. So it's more
I see.
It's like having a rug pulled out from underneath you, basically.
Gotcha, I'm with you now. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So after I use that Giant's Might, I'm going to kind of just say out loud, I don't know, I think we're almost out, lads. And I'm going to basically ready my action to, the moment he pokes his head in there, I'm going to, you know how like Steve Irwin used to handle snakes? Like he'd grab them from the back of the head?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do that with both my hands and attempt to rip him into the room. I think we're about done. We might want to surrender, as I basically hover my larger hand over the door. And I look at him with a big grin on my face and wink at him. Yeah.
Okay, roll me a deception check with advantage because you just got Tarina's help.
All right. Whew. Oh boy. Guy's good at persuading, not lying. All right. Oh wait, never mind. I did put points of deception. Didn't matter though.
Okay. Let's see here. Where is that thing on this list? All right.
Come on, I appeal to his ego here. Come on, be ego blinded.
All right, Jetta gets it. Jetta knows what's going on. And
oh, I'm sorry, and end my turn from there.
Okay, cool. That brings us to Jetta, who, because she gets what's going on, she's also going to look to you and No, she doesn't. She doesn't have any spells left. She's definitely out of spells, except for one, and she needs to save it. So she is just going to step back and say, kind of climb up onto this little cabinet, to try to spread themselves out, and say, You're probably right. And so what you missed, Bob, was Hanar getting big.
I've been listening along, so.
Okay, good. We're good. Okay, so Bob, it is now your turn. You can choose to leave the door or not. It's up to you.
It's the plus side from Twitch. When I step away, I just listen along with what
I
I'm
suppose
doing
there is that, yeah.
with the Twitch.
When
so.
Twitch's audio works. Jeez.
You guys
Sorry,
are ready. And as I take a step back and thereby open the door.
You're opening the door too as you're doing it?
Yeah, of course. While I step back, I let go of the door, and it probably slams open. Does that avoid an attack of opportunity if he's?
Yeah, it will.
Side? Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I will stretch out my arm, and a bolt of magic shoots towards the dragon. I will use one of my two guiding bolts that I can use.
I'm gonna get you to hold that because the door hasn't actually swung open yet. You just released the door.
Yeah, I meant okay. Yeah, otherwise, it would use my action, of course, to open the door. That's fine.
All right.
And then I will hold action a guiding bolt.
Okie doke. And you are holding an action too, right, Tarina? All right. That brings us to the beast. Let's see. He's going to fly into it again. And he's just going to smash down the door this time. And it's just going to be like he's just barreling through because he was expecting there to be a whole lot more resistance. So he just barrels into the room. Tarina, go ahead and do your... You release yours.
Oh my
Bob
God.
Yours.
Fuck.
Ooh.
Also missed.
That's not going to hit.
Neither does mine.
Okay. And what do you need me to roll to basically just pin his throat down to the floor?
You're going to roll a athletics check because you're going to try and pin him. And it'll be a competitive one.
That sucks.
All right, hang tight. We're not quite done yet. Dex save. All right, so you guys all step away, and all of a sudden, this flurry of activity. Bob releases his guiding bolt, and it just flashes on the dragon's face as it comes barreling through. It's bright and unexpectedly so, Tarina. So you end up missing as the dragon tries to dodge a sacred flame that comes from Jeddah. And Hanar, you drop yourself onto the neck to grasp, back of the head kind of thing with your large, meaty hand, and there's no resistance from you, from this dragon anymore.
Okay.
Between all of these things, you guys have rid yourselves of the dragon.
Oh man!
Wait, what?
The dragon's down.
Is it down?
It is down. Oh yeah. Yeah, it is. With what you guys did, it also would have killed it off, like, done. No death saving throws left kind of deal.
Okay, gotcha.
It was not doing well. It just happened to have its cold breath really quickly, recharged really quickly on you guys. And so it was taking chances, thinking this was not going to go well for it. And it almost turned out in its favor until Bob could heal you guys all up.
Yep, I'm going to... if we're out of initiative, also, whose fan am I picking up? I'm picking up something.
We killed it.
I'm also in confusion as we all missed everything.
The action that killed it would have been the guiding bolt. Hey, Slashkey!
But it's just a 10, right?
Did you see the damage you rolled? Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, no, that's right, too. Hang on. No, actually, it ended up, and after all of this stuff, you're right. The thing that would have killed it then, you're right. It would have been the Sacred Flame from Jeddah.
Okay.
It had like no life left. But before we do this, I don't know how to say the name, but we're getting raided right now, guys. It is Uiti? Uiti? How do you...
We're gonna call you.
Thank you for the raid. There it is, right there.
Uchi.
Thank you for the raid.
Thanks for the raid.
Oh,
Nice to
yeah.
have you guys here.
Now, if
Oh,
we're out of
that's a really sketchy raid there.
out of initiative,
I didn't show it. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, if we're out of initiative, I'd like to dismiss my size to start with.
For sure.
And first thing he's going to do upon basically making sure the thing is dead, just checking to make sure the thing is dead. He's going to drive his axe right into its head to make sure it's dead.
All right.
I will step into the bush to get healed.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
you get.
Hmm?
You will definitely get that healing. Roll it out for me, please, Tarina. And Haynar, go for it.
sure. All I'm doing is basically just hacking into the hacking into its head just to make sure it's dead or near the weakest part of it.
Yeah, you just keep on hacking straight into it.
Yep.
The first
I keep
one.
standing in the bush.
First thing I got to do here, guys. Hang on one second. Hang on 1 second. So just as a quick catch up for everybody who's raiding, we're in the Sunken Citadel. We just about a half hour ago almost had a TPK. They managed to turn it around, and like with 5 hit points left amongst the entire party, managed to turn it around in such a way that they were able to dispatch this dragon. Right now, Haynar is hacking apart the corpse of the dragon that they just dispatched as you guys hit the raid button. So, great. It's too bad that you weren't in all of about 3 minutes earlier to see the end of that dragon. But that's, you know what? We're glad to have you guys here. Thank you very much. Tarina, what were you going to do?
Yeah. He said after assuring this thing is pretty much dead, I'm going to walk up and give Bob a proper punch in the gut, as is tradition. Yes. That's what you get for trusting a dragon. I told you over and over that it was going to kill us, and we nearly died because of it.
Well, I guess I misjudged the situation.
That's fine. Look, you got to sit there and trust. Look, nonetheless, I'll owe you. Now, that being said, you understand it's good to have ideals and things like that when it comes to wildlife. But just promise me you ain't gonna do it with dragons no more.
I will promise to kill the next dragon I see on the spot.
I appreciate it.
Bob, I'm gonna get your roll history check for me.
So how long is the bush, the healing spirit still there?
Train it. 1 minute, so it's not gonna last long.
So I assume we can all take turns and heal up, or do you allow that? Or
yeah, I'll let you guys just kind of. I know you didn't get hurt, not since you cast that thing.
Yeah, we're all gonna.
That only.
We're all the druid bonfire, the druid trash fire.
Yeah, you basically are all just like.
Are we healing up to max, or does he need to roll for it, or?
I'll let you heal up to max. Tarina, your temporary hit points of 12 that you got 2, they'll last how long, according to your spell?
Hey, I'm done in the bush. Who wants in? Who wants into the hot? Who wants into the hot tub?
I just believe it's like a. Yeah, I believe it's like the plant equivalent of a trash fire. Like you're sitting around huddling around it and like warming your hands.
Oh my word. Yeah, but it's
I think so.
Yeah.
We can basically in 1 minute we can just take turns on standing in there for a few seconds.
Totally, because
you get healed every 6 sessions.
All right. Also, which one of you are good at skinning animals?
Oh, don't look at me. How
going
big is
to-
that thing?
It's a medium-sized creature, so it's not a really big dragon. It's I would give it about 200 pounds.
Okay.
How big is the head?
I'd say the head is probably about the same size as your torso.
Oh, perfect.
As
You
you
can
guys
try
are
descaling
gonna,
it.
as you guys are gonna dissect this dragon, I'll just step away for a few minutes. Be right
Yeah.
back.
Okay,
Okay.
so you can roll a survival check to see if you can descale this dragon.
Me personally, I want to what was it? I want to go ahead and get myself a what was it? Either one of the bedrolls from the other room if I can, or one of the just some cloth over here to make like a hobo sacks. I'm basically doing that for the dragon head, so that
Okay,
way I can just
roll-
carry it on my back.
You would have to get across that pit to do it,
And that
and that
Man,
spiritual
stupid
weapon's
pit.
not there anymore.
I know.
I'm
stupid pit.
gonna say the tree's gone now too.
Well, it's only a. No, that's right. He's a dwarf. He's short. Dang. Manlet oppression. Anyway, but I'm gonna go for. Unless there's no blankets in this room, I'm imagining, or anything like that. Any cloth I can use, right?
UT, got it. Yes, and yeah, I'd say that's probably true.
Okay, cool.
UT, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. My Streamlabs wasn't working for me. It's not working now, so I'm sorry that it didn't pop up on the stream. But y'all right. Thank you very much for bringing the raid in too. I should get rid of this initiative tracker because we're not doing that. That you've killed the dragon, and with a 17, you can cleanly descale a large chunk of the height. There's a lot of work here. Like if you wanted to get a lot off of this dragon, you'd probably have to spend a while doing so, even with a 17.
Mm-hmm.
That would totally be true. Hey, subscription/key, thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying what you're seeing here. Rock on. So, yeah, you'll easily be able to take off. It takes some time because you have to get under the scales from the back brushing side, if you will, and go at it one at a time. But you now can say that you have. It would be a smaller a chunk of scales that would be like a smaller cape if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Call it the Cape of Cold Resistance.
It's just a little sticky. That's all when you wear it.
That's all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
the
yeah, all those fireworks.
Slashkey just
That's from
subscribed
Slashkey
to the
subscribing
Windy
because
JD&D Guild.
yeah, that's why.
All right. So
Slashkey just subscribed to the Windy JD&D Guild.
There you go.
yeah. All right. So I was gonna go. So an idea I have. Ooh, I do have an idea. Yeah, another good idea. Well, don't know if it's good, but I think it'll do something.
I'm
Yeah.
curious.
So okay. He's like, all right.
You're still suffering the effects of the poison from earlier on, by the way.
Oh, I am. Oh God, I am. Well, I suppose he's just gonna ignore it because either way, dragon's dead.
That's
also,
true.
I don't know if healing magic doesn't cancel poison out, does it? It has to be Luster Restoration or something like that.
There has to be something. Either the poison is just metabolized over time; it just takes a long time to do it, or
Okay.
you do cast something that would remove it, specifically saying it removes poison
Okay.
effects.
Well, either way. Well, I mean, anyway, he's like, all right, lads, I think I got an idea to do with this head.
Ooh, nice.
That's what I was gonna say.
And while you're doing that, I'm going like,
Oh, come on, lad. Oh, come on, you're part giant. Don't get so squeamish. Now, he basically
This is like the total opposite of what I wanted to do. And I wanted to be its friend, and now it's just being like.
and that's what you get for trying to be a dragon's friend. Now, they're pretty easy to understand. They want to kill us.
Isn't it just this like just a baby?
Well, then, look.
You're skinning a baby, basically.
So- Bob, with a 10, you know that there are not all bad dragons.
Exactly.
So, I'm going to basically anyway. I'm going to decide a new idea with those sheets I got. So basically, I'm going to fashion a war banner for all intents and purposes.
Sure.
And on top, I'm going to be putting the head. I was like, all right, there we go. See, you have to understand, when you're dealing with overwhelming odds, you got to use some fear to scare the other side. If these fellas see we just failed a dragon, they'll be less likely to mess with us. Goblins are cowardly, to say the least, and rely on heavy leaders.
You do. What were you in piking, by the way? Everything needs to be head cut off on a pike,
Well,
paraded around. But don't forget, this is their god. You just killed it. It's Celtrix.
and let me ask
You have the head of Celtrix on that
and
pike now.
Let me ask you a
parade
question.
around.
Let me ask you a question. Are you gonna mess with a god slayer? Nay.
I agree that it will probably subjugate them into less aggressive manner, but
it may get a few aggressive, but the other ones will be afraid. You see, you never been at war, have you? And you never been against it when you have 20 of your there's only 10 of ye and 20 more enemies. You gotta use some strategy, friend.
There hasn't been any war in my village, and
exactly.
To be honest, I've never been out my village. This has been a very weird
think
10 days.
Think of this as a learning experience. That's why you ended up in that wall in the first place.
That is a great question, Kiev. If you want to, you can actually jump into the Discord and have a chat out with us. The Discord link should be somewhere in the About section below us here. But yeah, you could certainly ask Hanar anything you want.
Oh, this is interesting. Absolutely.
Yeah. So there's some really great questions there. I like it. I like it.
May I point out my beautiful mug that my previous players at the end of campaign gifted to me.
Oh, that's so fantastic!
It's of course orange Dutch Dungeons orange.
Nice.
And it's like it has a map on it, as you can see, like a dungeon. And the outlayer says Sky Guy. So
that's neat.
Sky.
That's
Guy,
pretty cool.
If you can see it.
I love it.
That's cool.
That's pretty.
I was going to mention something about that too, because I'm picturing, picturing Bob sitting off in the corner with Hanar basically just admonishing him, and Bob's just got this cup out from his pack and he's poured some water into it. And he's just like, yeah, whatever you say, sure, whatever you say. But I will say also with that 10, and just to be clear about that, when I say it's not that they're all dragon, it's not just that some dragons are bad and some dragons are good, that there's actually in the world of Olivos, that there is not really a penchant for bad. There are some dragons that have to fight their bad tendencies more than others, but they all seem to follow, generally speaking, the same tenets or the same teachings of the dragon. And so like in Forgotten Realms, the dragons are Bahamut and Tiamat. In Olivos, the dragon is Baratet and Eric. And so that's the one that you're connected back, that you are familiar with. And no, not all dragons are bad. In fact, most of them try not to be.
Right. I can see that the question I would I guess come back with is, at least from certain perspectives, people will just view them as bad because the only dragons they interact with are like the evil ones. You know what I'm saying?
Generally speaking, yeah, that would make total sense.
That's what I figured. Aye.
All right, so Jeddah is now kind of sitting here watching this entire exchange. She's just gonna say, "Guys, I'm a little wore out after two bouts with that thing."
Oh, aye, don't worry. We'll take a rest. I am kind of curious what dragon meat tastes like, but nonetheless, I'm going to sit here also and say, oh, by the way, while I'm working on the banner, I'm gonna say, what should we call ourselves? I mean, well, even when I do this stuff, we typically have a name of sorts. Now, if it were me and I wanted to just scare them, I'd just say, "Behold, ye Godslayers," to spook them. But I thought I'd get your input at least. After all, I like that. What about you, Bob? When you're done puking?
Sorry, I was just busy.
Just puke in the corner.
Quickly clipping something for my my players.
Good on ya.
Sorry, what was the question?
Well, whenever I do this, or if I make a war banner, it's usually named after the unit I'm with. I've had ones, Iron Hands, what was it, Rune Forgers, a couple of different names. I'm just wondering what you want. After all, you got to have a little creativity. He's suggesting Dragonstone.
You're making a banner out of his skin?
Not out of his skin. I can't draw him that. Besides, that's worth a lot of money. I'm making one basically out of some simple cloth and putting his head on it.
Like I said, for me it's a little bit disrespectful. You know, there were also good dragons and.
So Dragonbane then. Yeah. What about you, Jeddah? I actually wish Jeddah was here to get some input.
I know, right? She's gonna say,
It's a fucking great idea.
maybe how about Meepo's Mercy?
Meepo's Mercy. Well, I mean, that kind of. Don't you think that's a little more macabre? Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't that a little macabre? Don't you think putting what was perceived to be his pet up on a pike and putting Meepo's name on it? I'm just saying. Even I'm not that cruel.
It would give him. It would honor him.
All right. Well, my vote goes to Dragonbane. So I guess Dragonsbane it'll be. And I'm just
For
gonna
now.
write it. Yeah, I'm going to write out in kind of Dwarvish. My goal is to basically write it out in more of a crudish form of Dwarvish, so it looks much more intimidating.
Are you gonna try and use your draconic experience that you've started to develop to do so?
Actually, that's a good idea. Thank you, Wendy. Yeah, I will
Yes,
absolutely
that's how
go
I
for
roll.
Yeah.
All right, so then I'm gonna get you to roll for me an intelligence check too.
Mhm.
We'll see.
that. Yeah, right. Apparently not.
19, not a dragon's ass. Okay, so what you end up writing... no, I'm just going to write this down for myself. But you do write down something that seems to be similar to what you... like, you recognize the word death from Draconic already because you kind of learned that from the previous chambers. So you're trying to morph that... those runes that you know that symbolize death in Draconic using your Dwarvish script. And then get creative with how you try to depict Calcrix or a dragon of any sort.
All right.
And I'm gonna write myself a message on that too.
Cool. And what was it? What was it?
Oof, the wind is getting.
Yep. After that's done,
Man.
The only other thing I need is basically like, now all I need is someone to bear it. I could bear it myself. All right, lad. If you want so.
I don't know about that, Jeddah says. I don't think we have a leader yet.
lad.
I'm-
Lad.
I can literally call you me carrying you physically.
Jed is gonna be like, no, actually, I'm pretty certain it was Bob that brought us all back from the dead.
I mean, he's not unless he wants to wear the dragon skin.
I'm not saying I want to be a leader.
Either way, like I said, we're not so far we're not about leaders here, and we know that. We're here about basically all about our own ends. We're just preserving each other, right?
I just hear good plans
Fucking
and
right.
bad plans.
There you go. Either way. Now,
And meanwhile, Bob is just thinking back in his head of all the bad decisions he made ever since he joined his group. I've been literally role playing him as a bad adventurer, like
like
pushing
that
it
is just
into
at it.
stepping every trap,
That's a good idea.
befriending a dragon.
Oh man, Mom said I can't do anything. That's why I got kicked out of the village. Oh.
So, are you guys taking a short rest?
Oh no,
Right.
this is a bit of an escapade. So I would elect that we could take a short rest. Besides, Hanar is probably going to take some of the smaller bones from the dragon here and start carving runes into them for superstitious reasons.
Okay, fair enough. Now, go for it.
I'm making a charm necklace out of it.
Okay. So
I
then
will,
I'm gonna get you guys to roll one more survival check for me to see how well you guys can do with the bones. We got the scales off, but now we got.
I'm assisting Tarina here.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice catch. 23, taking it. What were you gonna do, Bob?
I will also rest for an hour, so I will regain my wild shape that I spent before.
Sure.
All right.
I mean, goblins are also sentient.
I don't know if I would go with majestic sentience,
How does that work?
but they're probably more sentient than many goblins are. But that's beside the point.
Yeah,
Jeez.
sure. 10 out of 10 quote. A partnership
All right.
was a joke.
Oh no, am I gonna have to put that on the channel? Clip that shit. All right. All right, there we go. Jeez, man. Okay, so all right, so you guys take your short rest. You take 1 hour.
Do I get a? It's 10 minutes. Should the poison wear off, or do I need to make a con save here?
No, you're not having to do an additional save by any stretch. It's not like it's actively attacking you. It's just slowing your response time and giving you this little haze.
Okay.
So basically,
it
it just means that all your things are at disadvantage, generally speaking.
But I mean,
Now, thankfully, your disadvantage checks have been like still 19s anyway, so it's not been as big a deal as it could have been. But
right. I mean, I'm saying that basically we're taking a long rest. That's 8 hours. How potent was this
no,
poison?
are we doing a long rest or are we doing a short rest?
Because I like the long rest.
It's been like not even an hour since our last long rest, I think.
We also fought a dragon and went down twice.
Yeah, okay, but doesn't mean I can sleep for 8 hours again.
And-
Bob
Yeah,
at least will stay awake. He cannot sleep right away. Like take another nap.
Jeddah would
vomit
be
some more.
Jeddah would be wanting to probably try to get a long rest in because she is almost completely out of spells. However, she would be able to just do it as a trance.
I'm electing it. Like I said, Hanar knows he's been through a lot. He literally went down.
Did we even know what's behind his door as he walks to the door and puts his ear against it to listen?
Probably another dragon.
Roll perception check.
5.
You don't hear anything on the other side.
Okay, I open the door.
All right, door's opening.
Was that
No.
was that one not locked from the inside or something you said?
This one isn't locked.
Okay.
Oh
Oh my god, the whole house went shooking from the. We're in a
my
storm
God.
in the Netherlands.
All right. Well, if we end up suddenly having Sky disappear, Sky, just figure out some way of saying
Yeah.
you're still safe and alive. All right.
My roof would be collapsed.
All right. So here's what you
Just
see in this
step-
space.
Step in to take a look.
And so it's a long hall that you see as you step in. It's
Darkness,
got a whole.
or-
No, it's actually really well lit. There's several
see.
torches that have been mounted in here. There's actually a little bit of a smoky haze left from these torches, and they're burning rather brightly in here. There's a double row of marble columns that have dragons carved and twining all the way up these columns, and these columns run the length of this hallway to your right.
Hello? Any goblins hiding here? We killed your friends. Might as well come out.
Okay, that's what you're gonna say. Yeah, okay, and it just kind of hello. Hey, goblins! Yeah. Just comes back to you. Pretty quick echo. It's not a long hallway, but you do hear it echo through there.
Are
you
you
going
happy
into-
now?
I will step back if nobody responds. I think it's an empty hall. It's safe to rest.
All right, bar the door.
You hear a door open,
Wait.
Oh,
I heard
for
something.
crying out loud.
Let's
and
go.
let's see here what you would see.
You
I would-
can go.
Pop back in to have a look.
And as you do, you see across the hallway a goblin peeks out from another door that was basically across diagonally from where you are in this space,
I
just
awkward-
peeking out from around a pillar,
Awkwardly wave.
and just
with the
starts charging at you, pulling out a weapon as he's doing so.
Okay, then
Um,
I will.
We're not even done short rest, so you can't even take an extra wild shape yet.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I don't need the wild shape.
All right. So these guys start charging in. I guess we're gonna have to roll some initiative.
Oh, these guys? Okay, you said one, but there's more coming.
Oh yeah, you see.
Incoming
start piling
goddess!
in.
Oh, for crying out loud.
All right, let's do this.
Hey.
Let's get some ambiance
again,
here.
what's me with the low? I have not rolled above a 10, I think.
Oh,
Just
well, no,
comparing
I
with
was right there. My
initiative.
bad.
That is true. You really have not. Let's.
I always roll low in initiatives, even in my own games. So the enemies always go. Oh, you're low as well. The druids suck at the at initiative. Fighting is not our thing.
All right. So just to be clear, Bob warned you that this was something Sky warned you that this was something Bob was going to do. Let's get this in here.
Ah, lucky.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm just going to have Jetta take the dodge action on this one.
Okay.
that's fine.
Because
Yeah,
she really
she's-
can't do squat all right now.
She's in the other room still, anyway. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. So, Hanar, you hear this goblin screech coming from the other room. And Bob is back in there, and he's like, okay, guys, what are you
Okay,
going to do?
so-
Because you're first one up.
So he slightly contemplates closing the door and letting Bob sit in the mess that he's caused. But Henar will jump forward and jump out to see where his enemies are, having his shield at the ready, and I will go ahead and take the dodge action from there.
All right.
And end my turn. As I
Okay.
scream at him, God, you're... Oh!
All right, then. Let's go to Bob's turn.
Sorry, I was still muted. I will use a second bolt that shoots out of my arm quickly at the first goblin I see running towards me. And
All right.
guiding bolt.
Guiding
my
bolt.
Second one, I can do 2 a day.
That is right.
Here it comes.
Oh,
Boom!
and it's a nat 20.
Oh my God!
31 damage.
Oh, man, and my
radiant.
nat 20 thing isn't working. That's making me upset. Why are my videos not working? Hang on, I gotta get this thing going.
Goodbye, Goblin.
Bit of overkill,
Yeah.
maybe. Bit of overkill.
Let's see here. Give me 1 second here, guys. I got frustrations happening here for me. Well, no, he's not got anything happening for him anymore. He's dead. Let's see here.
You're gonna make it like Mars Attacks, where like his skeleton just crumbles.
Oh no!
Huh.
I hope that didn't affect the stream. I've got my OBS is having a conniption. Sorry, guys. Yeah, that crit was so effective. It destroyed
Time and space.
my OBS. Dad, blast it.
Gets formed above my head as I reach up and throw it against another goblin.
All right. Oh, man. Thank you for the roll there, too, /key. Luminous Arrow, 14 does it hit? It doesn't hit. 14 doesn't hit.
All right. That's my turn.
Kind of hits one of the dragon pillars on its way over there. Hey, thanks, chat, for being patient with me. I don't know what was going on with my OBS, but it decided to say nah. But we're back. So thank heavens for disconnect protection. All right, we're gonna do so. Does that end your turn then, Bob?
You just need to on stream go into your game again, I think.
Am I not in it? Oh no, I'm not. Look at that. So I'll get you there.
But yeah, that's my turn.
Yeah, let me get there here just quick.
Weird things.
Why is it not doing the things? My goodness, the stream is being all weird.
Oh.
All right, let's try this. Man, this streaming nonsense today,
Yeah.
it's just super questionable. I'm so sorry, stream.
back.
We're gonna get this solved. We're gonna get this solved. We're gonna get this solved. Thank you for the patience. No, he knew, he saw you there. He just was already moving too darn fast. So he couldn't have slowed down quickly enough. But it's just enough that he's able to and kind of duck around the pillar a little bit. And so you smack the pillar trying to track him. And it just doesn't quite do the trick. It doesn't obviously make the right connection. You actually end up deciding, maybe I should look at my staff after that. Even though it was shillelagh, might have been, that was a pretty solid crack on that pillar. Okay. Goblin, though, does still have its turn. And so the goblin is going to, he's now drawn out his scimitar. And does a 19 hit? Oh, that was actually a 19. I should have used /key's roll. His roll was a 19 plus stuff, so it was definitely going to be a 21. Still, 3 points of damage to you. Another goblin takes a peek out, says, ah, and then runs over to this back door and just bangs really, really hard on the door. That's his action. Haynar, it is your turn.
Okay.
Haynar, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception, I don't think it's very good. I'm almost positive it's 10, but let me double check.
Okay.
It is in fact a 10.
It's a 10. Marvelous. All right. Well, let's see here. Let's hope that this connection gets picked back up for you guys.
Yeah.
So with your 10, yeah, you're able to tell what's going on in this room.
Okay, cool. I mean, I saw him attack it, so I'm going to, let's see. Perfect. Going to go all the way over here and attempt to fell my axe upon this fella here, making it quick.
All right.
Dropping my AC down since I unequipped my shield.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that hits. That's good. Yeah, that does. How do you cleave them?
Okay, just it literally is just designed to be as simple as possible. I like to believe that I underhand like goal swing this one. So basically, I landed right into his guts, and and I wrenched my axe out, just looking for the next enemy I see in my sights.
And all you see is the back of the head. Or sorry, is another one kind of going.
Guess that you
on
could
a
say.
door.
Guess you could say I took a shine to you. Puns aplenty.
Minus 1d4.
I am going to develop a new mechanic for D&D 5. I'm telling you right now, it is going to be pun damage. Anyway,
what do you think vicious mockery is in my turn?
that's basically, yeah. Bob, you're up.
I take a step to the side to see behind the pillar as I see the last goblin and shoot an luminous arrow at it.
I am going to ask you, Bob, what is your passive perception too, please?
Not that high. 13.
Okay, fair, yeah. No, it's very well lit. You've got sconces all over the room. It's kind of got a haze, a smoky haze in this space.
So here it comes. Takes my bonus action. Pew pew. Where is it here? 16.
16. There's
8 radiant damage.
Stream is back to the way it's supposed to be. 16 but hits for 8 radiant damage, and as it hits this goblin, just kind of glows. How do you want it to dissipate? Because this goblin's
the luminous arrow shoots straight through his head, and then it's just the light dissipates, poof, as he drops to the ground.
All right. So, Tarina.
Is there still? I want to run up. Is there still any goblins I can see?
Not there. Not from where you can see so far, but you do see the opening to the room that they came out from.
Okay, I will use my action to hold. Let's see. To hold snare. No, I will just cast snare.
Okay.
On just in front of the door.
Right where that dead goblin is.
Basically. Or even maybe before the door, if the door is open, I can see in the other. It should be open, right?
Yep, the door is open.
Okay, then be just behind the door.
Okay, cool.
Door,
so let's see here. Like right. What is this? 5 foot radius? 5 foot radius. Okay, so you could go like this and have your snare take up that much space if you wanted.
Yeah, I don't see in the other room, so. Oh wait, where?
Okay.
Oh, sorry. There's 2. I was talking about. Are they coming from the button? I thought they were coming from the left.
So
Sorry.
right here is right there is where they came, where these 3 goblins came from. This goblin was banging on this door, though.
Yeah. No, I meant the left door. So in front of the left door, then.
So like right there seemed good to you. Right there.
Perfect.
Beauty. All right. That brings us to Tarina. Tarina, I did check your passive perception already. You hear a buzz of activity from a neighboring room, probably out in front of you. Like, it sounds like a busy town marketplace kind of buzz of activity coming from that room. Ah, okay. Cool. Let's... Oh, I should have left that in there. I'm going to put that back in there. All right, so Earth Tremor. You're preparing it, but you're not releasing it yet. So just mechanically speaking, so you know how that works. If you prepare that, and then you still have to tell me what the trigger is, and if that trigger doesn't happen, then you still lose that spell slot for doing it. Fair enough. All right, that'll bring us to what would be the goblin's turn then. Let's see here. No, okay, so Tarina, with your passive perception, you're going to say, you're going to hear a couple of shouts that are very definitely not Elvish coming from the other side of that door, and then couple more murmurs, and then silence.
Windy, I forgot snare is casting time for 1 minute.
Okay, so you're doing this for 1 minute then.
No, just skip it. I'll just
okay, let's go back and
take the dodge action or something. But I
Okay.
totally forgot to look at the casting time, so it's my bad.
Fair enough. But the rest of it still stays the same. So it's now very quiet on the other side. If you want.
Should I?
We're out of initiative at the moment, guys. All right.
Okay.
What are you guys gonna do now?
Then I would just go to the door.
If you had it prepared, then yes. If you had it prepared, then yes. Now, there are 2 other doors that you see, as well as the door to the room that the goblins came out of. So there's places to look around in here if you would like.
I will listen at the west door.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
That's the one that's already been somebody pounded against or something, you said?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
17.
That's good enough. You can hear...
My story form goes off, by the way.
Yeah.
Right. So you could hear on the other side a lot of... Shh.
Is that enough for your Majesty?
I right away put my body against it. There's more behind here, guys.
Oh, what? Yes, of course. Yes. Quick, shout. Maybe they'll go away.
Oh, jeez. All right. Are you seriously doing that? I gotta know. I gotta know for sure.
I was just about to cast the snare again.
Ogres.
All right, then just give me a second because there's a few things. Okay, Bob, you're sitting there at the door, and you can suddenly hear a bunch of shouting and commands and instructions that are very straightforward, and a bunch of you can actually feel the ground begin to shake a little bit.
All right, and I am going to.
There's something big behind here.
Running this way. Yep.
Or is it your earth tremor again?
All right.
All right.
By the way, I'm pretty sure they're using a battering ram. Have fun bracing the door.
Oh, I can take it. I can hold him. Oh, door. Oh, door.
And as you're holding the door, roll me a strength check, please, Bob.
As I'm pushing.
And chat,
With my
roll for me
big
too.
body.
Let's get this going now that we've got the things working again. That's a pretty good roll there. 17. Is it good enough?
18 with advantage.
Oh, that's right too. Okay, 18. Okay.
Because I'm pushing.
Let's see what we got, chat. Let's see here. And that's all right. So you feel a tug on the door,
Oh, they're coming in.
because the door opens. The door opens into the room that is on the other side. So, yeah, you feel a tug on the door. Ah! On the other side of the door.
Get ready.
Sure.
Tarina, with your passive perception, hang on. There are so many things that are happening right now, guys. Just give me one moment. With your passive perception, you're pretty certain, Tarina, that you can hear now some more sounds and clamor moving to the whatever happens to be on the other side of these doors.
Oh boy.
Feels like it's a little bit of a distance away.
If that's the case, I'm saying retreat. Come on.
Fuck it, we fight!
Retreat. You got us into this mess, and you'll end up a pal in heat.
Getting grog flashbacks.
Yeah.
Now get moving. Come on. We fight them here. Gauntlet.
It would have been already released by now.
Yep.
Yeah, because what you do when you hold an action, you put it onto your reaction, and that reaction only lasts for one turn.
Yep.
And so that once that turn is gone, that whole thing is now gone too.
Yep.
Okay.
All
right. So, yeah, you feel, and Bob, you can feel the rumble. Kind of see, it feels like it's even actually, you could sense where it's moving from in the ground, and it seems to be moving around to your right through this space, kind of like it's coming from somewhere out here, somewhere out here, somewhere out here, maybe even.
Oh, I don't know, guys. Use my
One more strength check,
Exactly.
and let's do another roll here, chat. Oh man, never mind. I don't know that the roll's gonna make a difference. Yeah, it's just gonna be a little bitty tug again at the other side because they can't get that.
And so they're pushing on the door. That's what I feel, right? Because you're making me roll an athletics check, so I assume they're pushing the door.
They are actually trying to pull the door open.
I thought you said it opened to our room, so.
No, it opens to the other side.
So they're pulling. They're pulling it.
Yeah. Can I do something real quick, Wendy? I'd like to ready an attack with my sling. The first goblin I see.
Okay. Yeah, you can certainly do that.
All right.
Okay. Welcome back.
I
Oh, and I get my pull my shield out too. I forgot to mention that. All right.
And I let go of the door, and then right away cast Fairy Fire into the space beyond, into the area in front of me.
All right, so this is going to get really, really interesting really, really quick. So, 20-foot cube. Okay, that's probably going to make a big difference. So let me release this here. So what happens here at this point in time? You guys get.
There they come.
Bob, you release the door. Jetta is like, what the hell's going on? What the hell's going on? And she's really going to feel that way when she's actually back on stream with us next week.
Oh, boy.
You open the door, and there's this weird purple glowing room, like just a completely alight in glow. And there are
what did I do?
goblins, dozens of goblins. You can see, now you're going to let that fairy fire go, so let's draw where that sucker goes. It's a cube.
Yes. Soon.
How does that 20-foot cube there look, or do you want me to move it up
No,
or
that's
down, or where do you want it?
exactly how it would be. Yes.
Okie doke. So
It will be green light, of course.
I have a lot of rolls
Yeah.
that I'm gonna need here, folks. I got slash keys 10, so I'm gonna use that for. Oh no, you know what? I'm just gonna have to do a bunch here. So slash key, if you want, and anybody else in the chat, if you guys wanted to roll out. And by the way, just to be clear, no, you cannot use the
I
guild
was
points if you're a
just
player.
about to look at the points I have built up. 3.3k at the moment.
Alrighty. That is, let's see here. Let's do, oh man, there's a lot of fails happening here. I'm going to do a bunch more, I'm sure. Let's go with this. This is,
I'm just gonna give
1,
it to you a bit to guide
2.
the raid.
Yeah, okay, cool. Appreciate that. Let's do, these are dex saves? Is that what, yeah, they are dex saves. So here's a dex save for a goblin. Here's a dex save for a goblin. Appreciate it. And so those ones, your bell save is 13. Okay, so that's this one here. All right, so outlined in light. So this guy here is lit up. Where's my light? I'm going to use this. He's lit up. So far from the other rolls in the chat, this one is lit up. This one is lit up. Let's go for a couple more. And I need to pull up another sheet. Holy crap. So many things. That is a lot of goblins coming at you guys right now. 1, 2, 3.
And how many
There
spell
we
slots
go.
are we on?
1 out of net 20.
1 out of that 20? Rock on. Now my videos are working. What the heck? Okay. So, but the other one of them did fail, and it was the first one in the list, and that's the one by the door that failed then. So all the ones that are marked with the torch, these are the ones that failed the dexterity saving throw from your fairy fire.
And as I see all those goblins in the room and the blue light shines into my face, I turn around with regret in my face and maybe look a little bit scared as I shout, "Run!"
If they don't kill you, I will!
To be clear, in the back there, you do see a whole bunch of fairly thin, not well-armed goblins who are all racing for some place further to your right in that purple room. All right, so we're gonna have to. No, we're gonna go all the way through this.
Do I see one of the goblins? Because I was wondering if I could let loose one of my shots.
Yes, you could you see one at the doorway for sure. It's right over Bob's shoulder.
All right. I don't know if that hits or not.
No, that will not hit.
Dang.
And how's he reacting to the?
Yeah, because you had that prepared too, right? Or no, you didn't have that prepared, but it'd be a turn. So we're gonna have to roll initiative here in a second, guys, and then that's when you can use your next one. Hanar had his throw prepared.
Speak of the devil.
You had your yeah, but that's already expired.
Oh my god, I rolled above 10.
Yeah, let's do this initiative, guys. This is gonna get scary, and we're probably gonna have to pause this midst battle, just as a heads up to you guys, because there is a lot of shit happening here.
That's fine. Let's
go for one more roll. Let's do this as the Goblins initiative here, chat, if you don't mind, please. I have to put Jetta in this one. I have to roll for her.
All right.
So here we go. Actually, you know what, chat? We'll use your roll for Jetta's initiative. That'll be a whole lot easier for me. Okay.
Does Jetta? I'm the only one with the shield, aren't I?
At the moment, yes, but you had also taken it off for a moment too, right?
Yeah, I put it back on when he started hearing the rumbling.
Okay, fair enough.
That's what I suggested. Yeah.
Okay, so init. Then we need to do this guy here too. And this is going to be initiative for them. Chunk. And then we're going to go for... we'll go for Jetta right now too. And... Where are you, Jetta? And... Did that not go?
Man,
There,
this
now
storm. I just looked and roof tiles of the neighbors are already coming down.
Oh, man.
As we're picking up in the Netherlands with wind speeds like over 100 kilometers per hour.
Whew. Guys, do you see that? On my chat? You don't see that on my chat. Let's get the chat up there. There, we got to get that up. Hang on. There we go. I just nat 20'd for people who can't fight. Of course.
Who was the 20 roll for?
The 20 was a roll for somebody. Well, you're not really sure exactly. A series of goblins, we'll say.
But it's not Jeddah.
It's not Jetta. No, Jetta's roll was much better. It was actually even better yet. So let's see
that's
here.
a 21, right?
Yeah. Oh, come on, machine. Work with me here. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's get this descending thing. Jetta's going to be the first one up. Yep. So Jetta's going to be like... Fuck. And just going to... Because she can't do anything, she's going to toll the dead on the ones she can see and then run. So... Let's... That was a nice one. Wind speed. Okay, question from Slashkey: is wind speed like that a thing in the Netherlands or just a freak thing? Okay. So tolling the dead on that one that she can see. Oh, that's a wisdom save. That's on me. I got to do that still. Here we go. And what a fail. Beautiful fail. And that is a D10, I think? No, D8.
D8.
Rolled 1D8. That was enough. You, Bob, you kind of see her just kind of go, and then just turn and flee. As you look at the goblin beside you, it just grasps its ears and drops, eyes crossed. It is down. Townsfolk, you see a whole Bob, you, because you're the one beside the door, you can actually see a whole bunch of the goblins in the back. They're still just blitzing through some space out the top, but you can also feel the rumble kind of feel like it's also going around behind you as well. Let's go to next one in the initiative is Bob, for that matter.
All right.
What are you gonna do?
You guys see me turn around, like give the thumbs up sign. As I suddenly disappear, I use my hidden step to turn magically invisible, and I will use my dash action to infiltrate the room. 60 feet movement.
All right. I need a good one to say that you are invisible. Where's my... we'll just use this guy here. You're now invisible.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, yeah. So you now can see that they all just...
Yeah. I think I was here. So I will go into the room, walk by, and then be somewhere here, like all the way on the other side.
Yeah, you could do that. So you can now see in this space what you see. It's the purple glow that's in this space seems to be coming from some moss and some sconces that seems to just be bioluminescing in this space. There's a horde of wild collection of randomness in one side. It looks like there was a whole bunch of... Everybody was holding a whole bunch of tools and a whole bunch of wares and materials that they just simply dropped. And you're kind of going through this clutter of just randomness all over this space. But you are also invisible, and so none of them notice where you go. Exactly. What you do also notice is that there's another door immediately beside you, a further door down to the towards the bottom of this room, and then all of these other seemingly basic people, or we're gonna call them our basic bitches. Our basic goblins have just run out the door to the north, and that's the one that's open up north.
They're running
Does that
away.
end your turn?
And then if they're
Those
going
ones
there,
are running away.
or if they're going there, then I'm not using my motion to turn there, but I will just follow them into that room. So
Oh wait, go for it.
That would put me like behind them, running
sure.
after them.
Yeah, so you see, and they're all just like clamoring and pushing against each other to get down through this hallway.
And
something.
Can I still shout something as they do not see me?
You can shout something.
Oh, we're coming to get you!
All right, roll an intimidation check. I want to see how badly you scare these guys.
5.
Right? Okay. Yeah, you say one of the goblins looks over their shoulder like, and then just kind of carries on. It didn't change their urgency at all, but they noticed something.
Right. That ends my turn. I quickly have to check the roof because I think the wind is blowing stuff off at my neighbor, so be right back.
Yeah, you take care of you, of course. Good lord, weather. Gotta love it. Okay, so that's gonna bring us now to a group here. What are they gonna do? Let's see here. Okay. If that's the case, well, I got all of my goblins happening at the same time. They are going to... This is a tough one. Because they don't see Bob, but they do see the danger. They see the danger. Okay, that's what we're going to do. All right, so a whole bunch of them start to kind of pound through this space. I feel like some people had some stuff prepared. And they're all carrying clubs. The first ones through are all carrying clubs. And they just run in. Let's see how far we can get these guys all to go. And they form this wall in front of you. I'm going to get rid of this guy because he's no longer there. And one of them is standing on top of a corpse of one of the goblins you've already killed. Oh, he can't get that far. He can get this far, though. Let's go. How far can you get? He can only get this far. Cool. That's what we're going to get from these guys. So they all start just kind of pushing through this doorway. Come on. There we go. There we go. And they just prepare themselves. You see a few more kind of barrel through as well. And these ones are carrying bows. And so these ones are going to be able to loose some arrows at you. Let's get these guys all out here. You're going to be 4 shots. One of them... Got to get rid of this other guy here. One of them is going at... 2 at Tarina, 1 at Jetta. So here we go. Whew. All right. 2 at Tarina. 1 bowstring snaps. Another one does a 15 hit. Okay, so you take one. Luckily, you could see one of them. What you were watching aim up at you. The bowstring actually snaps and like, and just drops the bow. But the one that was beside him, you weren't watching as intently. He manages to get you in the shoulder, 6 points of damage. The one that's going to shoot at Jetta is gosh, that hits. 3 points of damage to Jetta as well. Hanar, you're going to take a shot here as well because they can see you in the back corner. And that is a 12 to hit. I lost Hanar. Hanar, you're muted.
Sorry, do
However,
that instinctively. Anyway, yeah, no, that misses. Fantastic.
All right, cool. All right, so sorry for the setup time on that one, but we got everybody in there now. It is now Tarina's turn. Okay. Oh, wow. All right.
Well, wait.
So,
yeah.
So if you cause a tremor on the ground, dexterity saving throw. It is a 10-foot. So can you point to exactly to where it was again, please? I just want to make sure I grasp all the one. Okay, so the ones who are going to grab that, 5-foot diameter. It's just going to be these 6 that are right in there. And so let's go 6 dexterity saving throws. That's a save. That's a save. That's a big save. There's a fail finally. There's another. Oh my gosh. And there's a whole bunch of saves. The only one that did not, the only one that kind of lost its footing, is this one here.
No, okay. Good news is I've got an idea.
Okay, that's that. Sometimes that's a good news. Okay. And he's knocked prone, so one of them falls in front of you. Just that one there. And now, does that end your turn then, Tarina, or do you have anything else you can do? Okie doke. That's gonna bring us to Hanar.
All right. Hey, he's going to continue to insist. He's turning like beet red, and he's already got a red beard, so he looks very, very much like a literal tomato, if I would put it this way. As he shouts out, "If you show yourself, I'll gut you like the rest of the goblins." Anyway, and he's going to...
I don't know about you, but I think Hanar's pissed.
Show him the dragon head.
He's a very, very mad dwarf. He's a very mad dwarf. All right, and I'm going to let off one of my goblin short bows.
There we go. All right. That's not going to work. Okay, one goblin short bow does hit for sure.
Good, fantastic. All right. And I'll just aim towards one of the... I'm going to aim for one of the ones that actually have arrows.
For sure. The one probably that tried to hit you is my guess.
Yep.
And that definitely hits.
Okay.
So the one in the top corner takes an arrow. Takes a arrow to the shoulder. We'll say.
Yeah.
He looks hurt.
Yeah, good. Either way, helps damage. That's what I'll take. And I'm going to head through here, and basically say, "Wait for Jeddah. Wait for Jeddah. Bar the door." And he points to the dresser. And outside of that, I am going to say, after that, we retreat to the fountain, the fire-breathing one. We ambush him from there. All right. All right.
Yep. All right, that brings us to Jeddah. Jeddah is going to do another Toll the Dead. She's going to do the one that... no, she's not, actually. She's actually going to go for... She's going to try and weaken a bunch of them. And so she's going to... actually, what can you do here, Jeddah? Can you do anything bigger than that? No, she is going to do her last spiritual weapon. That's what she's going to do. And I don't remember what it was like a goblin head or a skull or something like that. So in the meantime, I'm just going to go with, she can tell me what she actually wants it to be. No, she's not going to use spiritual weapon because there's too much space in here. She won't be able to move it fast enough. So she'll do Toll the Dead. And that is a wisdom saving throw for the person that she's going to try and do so to. That is, it fails. It is going to take 2 points of damage. So, I fucking hell! And just bolt through the door behind you guys. All right, let's block this.
Okay.
And bursting through the door to the north, or one of the doors to the north, comes a bunch of goblin townsfolk. And they all kind of clamor in and get shoved in by each other. Some try to go one way, some try to go another way. But Tarina, you can see this because you haven't barred the door yet. You can see a bunch more goblins pouring into the room.
They're in a circle.
How far can I get these guys to go? I gotta see. We're gonna go like this. Okay, cool. Bunch more pour in this way. Some pour in, try to pour in, and then they stop, and then they just can't go through that space, so they continue a different direction. Bob, you can kind of see some of this as it's happening. And that is pretty much their turn. So that's going to bring us to Bob. We're going to get this last round in, guys, and then we're going to have to probably pause it because weird shit's about to happen.
Yeah, this is...
Bob, you're up.
Sorry, I was muted. I magically appear again as the invisibility ends. And I can see the door, I think, if I walk to the other one.
Yeah, you can.
And I will cast a moonbeam exactly right there.
Oh.
In front of at the entrance.
Okay.
So that a magic... No, yeah, it's like I always said, the moon will praise you. A big boom of pale light shines at 5 foot radius.
Okay.
Bright moonlight that
and
burns
you just
anything going through.
You just hear screaming as all of them. There's nothing to them. These guys all have 1 hit point. They just all incinerate under this radiant energy.
Booga, 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 booga.
All right, is that in your turn?
Concentration, yes. Oh wait, that causes. I just realized I'm not paying super attention. The fairy fire on other guys to dissipate.
That is true.
Because I'm concentrating now on my moonbeam.
All right, and you can move that moonbeam too. That's right.
But not right away, right?
That's correct. There we go. Here's the other one. Alrighty. Where are we? There we go. Okay, cool. So we get to these other dudes who are all gonna have a great big argument with these other ones, and everybody's just simply, all those other ones are gonna stop. These guys are gonna try to come in at the door. That's too far away for this dude. And they're trying to push through everybody. One of them gets to the door. 2 of them get to the door. So Tarina, you're going to take 2 smacks with a club, or 2 attempts with a club. I don't think the 13 hits, but I'm going to bet that the 21 does. Nah. 2 points of damage from one that reaches around the door. An arm that you didn't know was going to be there. And he's only going to have 15 feet. So he doesn't know where he's going to go. Yeah, that's right. And a whole bunch of movement to this door, chasing you down. And these other guys can't even get to a place. They can get one shot. They can each of these guys can get a shot off at you. 2 of them with you have half cover against, or 3/4 cover. So here's the one with no cover. The other guy doesn't have a bow anymore, so it doesn't matter. 21 to hit. Tarina, you take 3 more points of damage. This one does not hit. This one's with half cover, so you're going to have a +2 to your AC this time. So I don't think a 12 hits. And that is all of the goblins' turns. It brings us to Tarina. Okay. And that is a dex save, right?
Well, a quick suggestion out of curiosity. And I'm wondering if this will work. And this is that if he cast Earth Tremor on the door, could he make the rubble basically block the way?
It depends on how much damage he causes. Not with that much damage.
Yeah, right? Well, either way. How'd you low roll twice? Damn.
Here we go. Oh, look at all the saves that are happening here. And then I need to do 3 d20s like this because they don't have dex mods. Actually, it's the same as this other one, so that helps.
I would kill for an Alchemist Fire right now.
Right? Okay, so the ones that save, the first one saves, second one saves, and the last one saves. So everybody else falls over and takes 4 points of damage. Actually, there's going to be a lot of death happening here. Yeah, so the first one that's saved is fine. This guy also saved really, really well. This guy dies from your Earth Tremor. It just shakes him so much that it shakes his bones loose, and it's just internal damage from it. These guys are not all that tough. This guy did not... hang on, this one is this guy here. He saved. He did not. He did not. Oh, and I need one more. I thought I did another one. Oh. They are not tough dudes, but there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. And this guy fails. Okay, cool. All right, so there we go. A bunch of them can just kind of fall and just to the ground underneath the tremor that you've got. Some of the rubble kind of falls onto their heads and just hits them in the right spots. That brings us to Hanar.
All right, fantastic.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Toriana, go ahead. Okay, now, are you closing the door to do that first? Okay, now, Earth Tremor was an action, so moving that wardrobe would be an action as well, so you won't be able to do both, but you can certainly close the door if you want.
Okay, cool.
Okie doke. All right, door closed.
Cool.
Jetta's not going to be able to do anything now because the door is closed. Oh. To where now? Yeah, I'd allow that for sure.
Yeah.
Okie doke. It's actually top of the initiative, so we're going to stop here. We're going to scare Jetta with all of this nonsense that's just happened. And this is where we will pick up next week.
Boy, howdy.
Oh, and I missed that roll. /key. Sorry, there were so many rolls. I just you know what? There's so many things going on. I'm just going to have to do it this time. But oh my goodness, guys. There's a lot of stuff going on here now.
Can you put a Moonbeam token down for me?
I'll admit,
I'm sorry, Sid. Hang on a second. Hang on. Bob, what was it you were saying? Sorry?
Can you put a Moonbeam token for me? Like a little round thing? So that I know
can
that...
certainly do so. So your Moonbeam...
So I can move that next time. So.
I think we ended up putting it kind of... It was a 5-foot radius, so it goes like... Oh, I totally drew that badly. 5-foot radius. There we go, that's better. So you put your Moonbeam basically right there.
Yeah, the other one should not be dead.
No, I think it would have hit them all.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, they don't have a lot. They're skinny people who can make watches. That's pretty much it.
I swear. Swear to God, Wendy, if we don't level up off of this, if we survive this, I'm calling shenanigans.
Okay, so here's the deal. I actually leveled you guys up earlier than I was supposed to, and it's a long time between level 3 and level 4.
All right.
It's a long time. Especially when everything you fight is a 25 XP thing. So it's going to be a bit yet. I mean, certainly the dragon helped a lot.
Okay.
But you got a ways to go yet.
Also, if there, I'm fixing to head out, but if there are any questions, basically, someone wants to ask now's the time to do it. Because you mentioned
so
apparently had some questions.
Yeah, Slashkey had a question in the chat. We may as well do it right now, right? So Slashkey's question in the chat was, let me pull it up here. It was a long ways up here. He was curious about how Hanar thinks about Duergar.
Drugar. I guess if it follows the Forgotten Realms lore, because we haven't discussed how Drugar behave, but my theory on them is he views them as many other dwarves do, as simply fallen comrades. He might be slightly a little more sympathetic since he is an Iron Grip, and he basically is kind of looked down upon by other dwarves as well. But he still views them as corrupted dwarves nonetheless. And like I said, plus if they are slavers, he still doesn't endorse slavery. He understands people do it. He just basically doesn't do it himself, nor does he like it. So it's something that would definitely bludgeon a relationship with him. That would be basically how he feels about Drugar.
All right, there you go.
Okay,
and
cool.
so with that, guys, thank you very, very much. We are, yeah. Apparently Dak must be in the similar area of the world as you are, Sky, because his roof is falling apart right now too. Go figure. Anyway, good luck to you guys all. Take care of yourselves, please. Yep. We'll see you guys again next week. We might be able to do an extended session if you guys are able to, but we'll talk about that in the Discord. People who are watching the stream, thank you guys for hanging out with us through all of the tech and through all of the craziness that was this horde of goblins that suddenly appeared. Appreciate you guys so much. We'll see you guys next week.
Yes,
Thanks.